Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am your host, Tom Downey, and on today's video, we're previewing the Cowboys against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Vikings right now, on our sportsbook partner, BetUS, are a 7-point favorite. The over-under in this game set at 48.5. If you're feeling good about the Cowboys at least covering, well, do it with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use the promo code you see on screen. It's Cowboys125. That'll get you a 125% deposit bonus. And if you're a new BetUS customer or you're a little skittish or concerned or whatever about placing a bet and losing some money, for new BetUS customers, we are going to offer this deal. If the Cowboys don't cover against the Minnesota Vikings and you bet on them to cover, I will cover your bet loss up to $50. What I mean by that is you put down, let's say, $20 or even just $10 on the Cowboys to cover, and they don't do it, we'll take care of you. We will cover your bet loss. Email us, cowboys@chatsports.com, if you are a new BetUS customer, if you want to get in on that deal. So email us, cowboys@chatsports.com. Let's continue along and preview this game. As mentioned, Minnesota is the betting favorite in this one. They're at home as well. They're 4-5 this year. The Cowboys, meanwhile, are 2-7. And these teams trending in very different directions. Yes, the Cowboys' defense has been better in the past couple games, and yes, Dallas is coming off the bye. But the Cowboys have still dropped 4 consecutive games. They have looked lost on offense without quarterback Dak Prescott. 10 points, 3 points, 9 points. They are coming off one of their best showings, especially in light of all the injuries, of the season, though, before the bye when they lost 24-19 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, a game that they had a real chance of winning. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings, coming off another game against the Chicago Bears. They've actually won 3 consecutive games. They took down the Bears, they took down the Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers in a big-time upset. A very ugly showing as well, by the way, that came against the Atlanta Falcons, and then a narrow loss against the Seattle Seahawks. So again, 2 teams heading in pretty darn different directions. 3 straight wins for Minnesota and a run offense that has looked really good this season. The Dalvin Cook attack is going to give me concerns in this game. That's why I'm not overly surprised that it is the Vikings is a 7-point favorite in this game. Over-under checks in under 49. And that will probably change as we get closer and closer to kickoff. Now, again, the Cowboys have actually been terrible against the spread this year. That game against Pittsburgh was the first time they covered a spread all season. And although I have concerns about the Cowboys' run defense stopping one of the best run offenses in the NFL with Dalvin Cook and heck, even Alexander Mattison, this is a game the Cowboys can win if they play like that defense has the past couple games and the offense continues to show signs of growth. But before we get to my prediction at the end of the video, I want you guys to predict the score of this game. In fact, I'm going to make this question the pinned comment on today's video. So if you get the ad break here on YouTube, you can scroll on down and get your votes in. Predict the score of the Cowboys at Vikings. Some injury notes I want to get into here, beginning with Trevon Diggs. He has officially been placed on injured reserve. That means he's going to miss at least 3 weeks with his foot fracture. This is not a big surprise. This was completely expected. In fact, it's really unclear at this point if Diggs will return near the end of the season. Maybe the last few games he'll be able to return. All depends on how that foot fracture heals, but this is a significant loss for the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, some good news. Chidobe Awuzie, he's coming back for the Dallas Cowboys. He is expected to play against Minnesota. He'll join Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis as the top 3 corners, and you could also see Savion Smith get a promotion back to the 53-man roster with Diggs heading to IR. Also back, by the way, is Tyrone Crawford. He's being activated from the COVID-19 list. He went on that list back on November 11th after he had a close contact with someone who tested positive, but Crawford is expected to be able to play this week as well, which is fine, although I will make note his play has very much declined this season. Now, I also want to make note the defensive line has a very difficult task this week because that Vikings offense loves to run the football. In fact, they want to establish the run, and that's concerning even though they were better against Pittsburgh. This Cowboys run defense has been one of the NFL's worst. So we'll see what happens in this game, and you can join us for it as well. We will be doing yet another Cowboys-Vikings live watch party. If you want to have some fun here, maybe bring the bar to the game, if you will. Make sure you are subscribed. That way you don't miss out. Turn those notifications on. We'll be live a little bit before kickoff and afterward as well to break down some reaction from it. So if you want to join us for the game, hit that big red button and subscribe today. Another potential return could be Brandon Knight, who hopefully will take back over at left tackle once he's back. He returned to practice today. This begins a 21-day activation window that the Cowboys and Knight have to bring Knight back from IR. Remember, he had knee surgery all the way back on October 20th, so it's almost been a full month there. I don't know when exactly Knight will return. It depends on how quickly he adjusts. I mean, you've seen some players come back the week they get activated, and then you've also seen some issues where, Chidobe Awuzie took the entire 21 days to be activated. So I hope Knight comes back because I want to plug him in at left tackle. We'll see if the Cowboys feel that way, but hopefully he's able to return and take over as the team's starting left tackle. Meanwhile, speaking of starters, Andy Dalton, again, cleared protocol. He's back at practice. All signs point to Dalton being the starter this week for the Dallas Cowboys. Mike McCarthy has offered Dalton some praise, saying he's looked good at practice. Not the biggest surprise to me. Yes, at some level, I wanted to see what else Garrett Gilbert could do. I think in his one game, he showed a little bit more promise than Andy Dalton. But I also think that a healthier offensive line will benefit Dalton, who needs to show he can handle pressure better than he has in his entire NFL career. So that's a bit of a problem there. As for Andy Dalton, I think he's going to be okay. I think you'll see better play out of Andy Dalton. He was never going to be as good as Dak Prescott was in the offense. I remember you people claiming that. But I do think having Dalton back, I think he'll be better than what we've seen over the first 3 weeks. But get your votes in. Do you want Andy Dalton starting a quarterback? Type Y for yes or type in your N for no. I'm fine with it. I'm still the tank commander for this Dallas Cowboys team. But get your votes in. Y for yes or N for no. Some more schedule notes here. I want to talk about the rest of the season and how this game impacts it for the Cowboys. The schedule gets a little bit easier for Dallas. At Minnesota this week, home against Washington on Thanksgiving. I'll be doing a live watch party and not eating instead, which I'll eat afterwards, of course. Ravens, and then a week later. And then a fairly easy schedule down the way. The Bengals, the Niners, the Eagles, Giants. What I'm saying here, folks, is that there's a chance that the Cowboys could find a way to make a real push and win the NFC East. Now, right now, they are fourth in the division because they lose the head-to-head tiebreaker against Washington, which, again, is an issue. But Washington's not that good. The Giants aren't. They just fired Mark Colombo today. The Eagles are also not a good football team. So what I'm saying, guys, is that there is a chance for the Dallas Cowboys to win the NFC East. So get your votes in here, then I'll show you what the odds have to say. Type W for yes, the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East, or type L for no, they are not going to win the NFC East this year. Get your votes in. W for yes, L for no. I actually don't want them to. I want that top 5 pick. Vegas, by the way, they seem to agree. The Eagles are the betting favorite at minus 150, the Giants at plus 250. But if you feel good about the Cowboys, it's plus 800. That's way down there, man. That's actually kind of an interesting line that if you think the Cowboys are going to do it, some good options there. Again, you can bet on all these odds will come from our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Same deal. It's chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Cowboys125. All right, I promised you guys I would give you my score prediction. As a reminder, Cowboys on the road against Minnesota. Dallas a 7-point underdog in this game. I think the Cowboys are going to put up a very good fight. I think that they're going to cover the spread at minimum. That's why we did our bet cover deal this week. But I don't trust the defense against the very good ground game from Minnesota. So I'm going to go lower scoring. I got the Vikings winning this game 24-20. That does mean the Cowboys cover, but I got Minnesota winning this game. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. And if you didn't take advantage, we are doing the bet cover deal. Head over to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Cowboys125 to get in on the deal. And then email us, cowboys@chatsports.com, once you've signed up and deposited. Or if you just have any questions at all, we'll take care of you there. Again, it's only for new BetUS customers, but email us today, cowboys@chatsports.com.